Hello friends, I am Pradeep Yadav and I welcome you all at my channel The Knowledge Adda. Today I am speaking on behalf of Spoken Practice Only, that is WhatsApp group, and every Sunday we used to conduct a speech competition for our group member. So this Sunday we had also conducted a speech competition for our group member, and near about 12 group members had participated in that speech competition. In this video I am going to present all the video with audio, and please try to find out some time and listen all the audio and give your marks out of 10 to every group member, so we can easily decide who are some good speaker, and also we can give some reward to them. So thank you for listening me, and just I am saying thank you in advance to listening all the speeches. So thank you. Okay, Aftab bhai, we are going to start from you because you are first speaker. So you can start now.
Yeah, yeah. Good afternoon to everyone. This is Aftab Alim here. So, my topic is why do people fail in life? What the main reason to fail in their life? What the main cause is that? So, there are many causes to fail in their life, but I would like to speak, few reason why people are fail in their life. First reason is that knowledge. Lack of knowledge. Because of lack of knowledge, people are not getting success in their life. Nowadays what people are doing, there are many people, so they copy to another person. If someone is doing great job, if someone is doing great business, what people are doing, people are doing copy to those person who is success, who is growing up, and after we are doing that. So it is completely wrong. We should not copy to another. If you start to copy to another that, then definitely you are going to unsuccess, because everyone has a different kind of mentality. So we should not copy to other. If you are copy to another, then you are going to waste your money, you are going to waste your time, and in 6 months and 1 year you will be going to be unsuccess. So you have to do that work. If you have a knowledge of that work, that things you have to do. If you have a proper knowledge, if you think that I will do this work, then you have to do that work. And second thing is that why people fail in their life. Second thing is the skills, lack of skills. Because some we have a natural talent, and God has create a different mind of set and sent you here. So everyone has a different kind of mentality. So be perfect in some of work, and we have to make profession of that work. And for that you have to take training for that work. For example, if I take example that if you like dancing much, then you have to take training from dancing. You have to find a good trainer who can train you well. And you have to join classes where you can learn, and you can be perfect. So this is the way. And this is the way. After completed your training, then definitely you are going to success in your life. Whatever you are going to do in field, like you have to choose a particular work, and you have to search on that work, and many times you have to search, and you have to collect knowledge about that work. So people are not doing this kind of thing. That's why people are failed. And third reason is that why people are failed, because of time management. Time management, what we want to get succeed in life, and we time management is much important. What are doing people? Because what people are doing nowadays, because they don't pay attention of time management, they don't give time management. And whenever you are going to do any work, that you have to set your mind, you have to set your time. So at what time I have to give time on that work, and at what time I mean to say how much time will take to complete this kind of work. So these kind of things you have to keep in your mind, and also you have to keep in your mind your goals and also target. And you have to start with a small work, and after if you complete, then you will go on high level job, I mean to say that work, like big target you have to achieve that. So this is the way you can manage your time management. And mostly of people, this is the way people are unsuccessful in their life. And fourth reason is that why people are failed, because demotivation. People, sometimes it happen that we are going to do any work, and if we fail in that work, then we give up. we give up and we think about ourselves that we will not be success in life. So this is, completely wrong. We should not think about it, because we have to motivate ourselves. How? Because no one is going to motivate yourself. If you are going to fail, this is the part of life. If you are failed, it's okay, it's fine, because no one is going to complete in a one time, because we have to take time and we have to motivate yourself. If you don't motivate, then definitely you will lose your confidence, and you will decrease your confidence, I mean to say that. And this is the way you can motivate yourself, and do try to motivate yourself, whether it would be a small work and big work. So this is all about my topic. Thank you so much for listening me.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you, Aftab bhai, for providing such nice information ki how people can motivate themselves. Now we are moving towards the second speaker, that is Salesh bhai. And if anybody have any type of question, you can ask to Mr. Aftab Alam regarding that topic. Rajesh bhai, Harsh, Salesh bhai, if you have any question, to please ask.
Yes, Pradeep, I would like to ask a question.
Yes, yes.
Uh, okay, my question is how to keep motivated for a long time. As we know that sometimes it happens that once we get motivated and within very few time we just get distracted or get demotivated. So how to keep
Yeah.
motivated yourself in a long time?
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you that whenever you are going to do any work, okay, keep in your mind, and you have to set a goal in your life, and you have to motivate yourself every day. I mean to say that in a week and month, you have to make this kind of things every day. Keep consistency. If you're thinking that I'm going to fail, so remember yourself that, and after keep that, because if I take example about my brother, and they started running a wholesale business. In starting, they are really not going to run that business, but they motivate self, and they start growing their life. So do one thing, that whatever you are going to do, please, uh, day by day, I mean, motivation yourself is really important. If you motivate yourself, then definitely you are going to succeed. No one is going to come with you motivate yourself. So day by day, you have to motivate yourself. I am the perfect, I'm the perfect. You can say and can motivate yourself. This is the way you can motivate yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Aftab bhai.
Yeah.
Yes, Salesh bhai, you have to say something.
No.
Okay, then Salesh bhai, we can start from you, because you are second speaker.
Okay, so very good afternoon to all of you. I am Shailesh and I am going to start on the topic the biggest problem of India. So I think India is surviving with many of the problems, just like unemployment, terrorism, even reservation. But if I talk about only one particular, which is the biggest one, we can say, according to me. So I think it is corruption. Yeah, corruption is one of the biggest problem of India, because if we talk about just like I'm taking an example of any particular leader. Nowadays we are thinking we see that there are a lot of politicians, there are a lot of great approached peoples who are involved in this kind of a lot of corruption. That is really very harmful. Why? Because see, if I talk about particular country India, then all the development projects, all the what can I say, all kind of improvement programs, all kind of learnings, these all depends on the leaders itself, because the leaders lead the country, they are running the country. So whatever they are providing us, any kind of sources, whatever they are supplying the budgets or the any kind of money to the people. So that is the only way we can develop. This is the main way. But we can see that there is a lot of corruption. There is I can say like a very dirty politics, which lead to the which lead to the most corrupted the peoples, to the politicians, because let's see, in this kind of way that um, if people are not corrupted, if any politician if any politician is not corrupted, then yeah, it is true that um, they can lead the country in a very good way. Because if I take one particular example of corruption according to the particular these kind of today's scenario, then I can say that just compare India with New Zealand. In in case of in case of coronavirus controlling, yeah, we see that New Zealand has controlled very well to the coronavirus, which was spreading in a very dangerous situation there. But still, they have managed and they have controlled to it. But what about in India? Yeah, we did the lockdown in starting of the month, in the middle of the March. That was a good thinking that we are locking down when the cases were very few. But what happens? Did we control the corona cases? No. If we think about the main reason behind it, then we come across a particular point that at that particular time, some main leaders of India were busy in making government in Madhya Pradesh. They had nothing to do. They were just sitting relaxed and making their government itself. They were corrupting. They were buying MLAs in that particular time. That was really a worst case scenario. Instead to just like instead to take decisions like to ban the international pupils to come India, to seal the airports, they were just thinking about themselves only. They were just corrupting. They were just buying MLAs. So this is really a very bad thing. This is not acceptable. Instead, if they were doing their work honestly, so I can think that um, we may control the corona at that particular time itself. So this is an example of dirty politics. This is nothing else, just a dirty politics. So what can we do to just to remove, just like to go out from this kind of situation? We should do one thing, that if if our system is just like that, any particular leader or any particular big supporter of their personalities um, is doing uh, I can say that if the education is provided them to, like such that if they are becoming MLAs or any big leaders, so there must be uh, just like an entrance examinations for them, so that they are so that they become educated. They can learn their respective moral duties, and they think that yeah, they should yeah, this is a really bad thing that if corruption occurs. So I think this can be done to just to save the country from this kind of corrupted peoples. So yeah, this is all from myself, and thank you.
Okay, Aftab bhai, Rajesh bhai, Harsh, if you have any question, to please ask to Mr. Sailesh. And we have also Vishal bhai. Vishal bhai, you can also ask question. If anybody have question related to this topic.
So yeah, so good afternoon to everyone. So Sailesh, I have a small query. Who is the responsible for this corruption? It means public or a leader?
Uh, yeah, see, leader are just leaders. They lead the country. They are more responsible. They have more responsibilities, more duties to do. And some peoples are so innocent. They just follow them. So it is the main duty of the leaders itself, or the officials, great officials itself, that they should not do, and they put an example that yeah, we are corruption free. Because see, in the some cases like Sweden, Norway, they are very less corrupted. Why is there not any kind of Janta who is not involved in corruption? No, this can never be happened in this particular time, that 100% people uh, are not affected, are not doing any kind of corruption. It is not possible. But see, at their particular countries, I have mentioned earlier, uh, the system or the particular leaders, the great officials are like this kind of system is there, that they are very less involving. They are very less um, doing just like things of corruption. So I think it is the main responsibility of leaders and great officials, and I think it can be achieved just by a very proper education and a well managed system, uh, which can lead to the less corruption.
Yeah, thank you, Sally. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, then we are moving next to Mr. Hers. We have Hers also, and now he is going to speak on their choice. Okay, Hers, you can speak now. Hers, actually, we are not getting your voice. Hers. No, Hers, just please unmute your microphone. Hers. Hers, just check your volume. We are not getting anything. No, Hers, not getting anything. Okay,
Hello, Hers, please.
Okay, Hers, please check your microphone. Meanwhile, we are moving towards the Mr. Vishal. We have Vishal Bhai also. Vishal Bhai, you can start your topic. After that, Hers can speak. Vishal Bhai.
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Pradeep bro, because my headphone is not working, so I'm just speaking without headphone. So can you listen to me
Yes,
properly?
yes, we can listen.
Okay. So first of all, very good afternoon to all of you, and I hope hopefully you are doing great. And so let's start. And there are thousands English lessons online, but they are no, but we are getting bored and we are not we are freaking out. It's just freaking out, and my topics today is depend upon the podcast. How do we use the favorite podcast or right podcast to use? If we use, then we definitely we can improve our uh, uh, better English. We will become a good English speaker. So it depends upon the right content. So first is what is the right content? First is that it should inspire you. It should spark your the life, spark your the journey. Because without inspiration and without enjoying, we can't learn anything. So it need to be enjoy your learning, enjoy your process. So and second one is that to whatever you listen podcast, it definitely it should be uh, nicely convenient, easy to use, easy, I mean into sense of listening, and nicely to fit in your busy life, because we are some guys are very busy in their life. And also we heard about Suresh bro and Pradeep bro. They are busy on their life, and when they have no time, they just put headphone and listening their all the members audio clips, and doing this work. So if so, and the other thing is that reproduce your listening skill. Like if we practicing on it day by day and trying to stand on it, then definitely we can improve our listening skill and as well as speaking. And what is the method? What is the right content to use? So the method is ear method. E is stand for the enjoy. Second is stand for the attack. And third one is that R is reproduce. And I'm going to tell you and some bit deeper on that ear method. So if 50% of your time to using to enjoy your content, what kind of what type of using favorite podcast to listen to for the English learning. So definitely it will be inspire you, spark your interest. And second one is that attack to on the content, attack to the understand what the kind of person they are saying, what the main process. So it definitely we can, if we be listening carefully after the, in the sense of attacking, though we can definitely understand what the person, the guys are saying. And the third one is that reproduce. So means that if we if 25% time of we use, if we use to reproduce on speaking, writing, and contributing to on the topics content. So it definitely will increase the speaking, because the ear method is the powerful and effective tool to improve our listening skill, to improve your communication skill, to for the become a better English speak. So we can understand. And now and other thing is that also, as well as if we listening, if we use the right podcast, and it will show you the interest, because sometimes we listening to many podcasts and we could not understand what type of we have to use the podcast. And so it will depend upon your interest, it depend upon your if you like that you can feel. And because when we listening the podcast different, definitely we can learn the accent, how to people to use to and know about how to native speaker use in their life in when they are speaking. And otherwise think that so when we attacking on the content, so we learn to we have to no more attention on the topics, on the understanding what the person are saying. Because if we after that listening, if we focusing on the standing, so we can understand the vocabulary and sentence formation, phrasal verb. And after that, if we listen to after listening to a podcast, we have to write down to the specific word. If you don't know, then you write down and make your own sentence and use in daily life. And other thing about enjoying, it doesn't matter how can you understand what are the level are you standing to the content. So doesn't matter. So enjoy your journey, enjoy your listen to podcast, and don't care about the vocabulary, sentence in the first time when you listen is first time. So don't care about vocabulary, phrasal verb, and content. So just enjoy. And after 1 and 2 days, you just after that you are going on put on the whole attention on the podcast and for the better English. And absolutely, if we listen the podcast, right podcast, definitely we can improve, and we will become a better English, and know, and also it will improve to the main better communication and to better knowledge, I think. So that's all about from my side, and thank you for listening.
Okay. Okay. Actually, Vishal bhai, I have a question for you. Uh, just tell me what is podcast. Actually, I have listened this term many times, but I have not idea ki what is meaning of podcast and who is podcaster. So can you tell me?
Hello. Sorry,
Hello.
Pradeep bro, I can't hear
Okay.
because
Now, yeah,
sorry, I have no my sorry headphones, so I can't listen properly. Its voice is coming slowly.
okay. So can I repeat again? Actually,
Yeah, can you?
I am asking, what is podcast? What is meaning of podcast?
Yeah, if you see is online learning, online if you're reading books, no physically, hard copy. If then you have, if you know time for the reading, then you can easily, if you have interest on the reading books, magazine, story about no about the newspaper, then in the podcast you can easily listen to online, to put your headphone and just turn on your favorite podcast. And favorite podcast means that to listen online anything about horror movie or horror no content, about novel, about magazine, about news, about music. So we can, that's the meaning of the podcast. And there is an, and also this is trading, and podcast now is trading, it's going on. And many people and like people are like to listen to podcast. And yeah, yeah, Pradeep bro, yes.
Okay. So that is nice information which you have given.
First of all, a very good afternoon to all of you. Myself, Prakhar Garg, and I am here to discuss about a topic, the musical therapy. Music therapy is a very not, it is an unknown branch in the field of medical science, but it is very useful branch. Why? Because we can heal anyone without giving him drugs, without giving him vaccine, without giving him physical therapy. It is very helpful. We can deal with the paralysis patient, we can deal with the depression patient, and there are lots of diseases which can only cured by the music also. Nowadays, some of the persons are going towards music therapy, as we all know that in YouTube there are more and more videos on the binaural rhythm, the gamma wave, alpha wave, beta wave, which are used to calm our mind. We listen some soulful, sad music uh, like our old citizens used to listen about the Pankaj Udhas songs and this type. Okay, so we just try to listen these type of song, and maximum of us get fall asleep. Why? These are soul calming type of music, which can heal your brain, which can heal your mind, which can heal your whole body as well. It can boost your body at that extent that no drug can do. You know about the gym freaks. The many people go to the gym and they just open the music or plug in their headphones or earphones and start doing the exercise. Why they do so? They do so because when they are listening the music, their focus is getting increased, their motivation, their confidence is boosted up. And when the confidence is boosted up, they can achieve many more goals. There are lots of stuff like they can increase the repetition, they can increase the weight, but by just using a musical video, a sound, we can hear some parts of our brain via music, via waves. We are also using waves like ultrasonic wave, in the diagnosis of many diseases like the kidney stone and much more diseases. We can also know about sound wave or the music therapy by the universe. Why universe is connected, or how universe is connected with the musical therapy or music, and everyone can. Universe is connected with the music therapy in such a way that universe only understands the language of sounds. Maybe it's the gamma wave, alpha wave, or there are many more waves. I currently know about these three types of waves: alpha, beta, gamma waves. Okay, so according to me, as I know about the music or the waves, the music never dies. Its intensity, its frequency get slow down or reduce, but it never dies. Just like the radioactive material did that, as we know that they can't disintegrate or deviate or finish. That's the point where we can use the music, because it's never going to end. And second thing, as the demand of the post-COVID era, the time which is coming after the COVID-19, is demands for the therapy via teletherapy, mainly via on internet call, video call, voice call, or some type of videos. So we, as a physiotherapy student, as a physical therapy student, I know that physical therapy can't be allowed or implement on patient via teletherapy, via mobile, via video. So how can we cure our patients? We can go to research on the musical therapy. It is very useful in that case, because music can be produced by any type of speaker, the mobile speaker or the normal household sound system, or some people are using their glasses. As we know about the Sholay, a song, I'm not remembering its name, but they use the bottle to produce a song, a sound wave in that song. And the people of the old generation or our music maestro use this technique very much. Okay, so we can also go to the, as now we had discussed about the universe aspect as the healthcare aspect. Now on the economic aspect, producing music is so much cheaper and implementing it is so much cheaper that anyone can afford it and anyone can produce it. Okay, we just need a training. It can be financially very much cheaper. As when the doctor goes to any home, he charges around 500 to 600 per visit per hour. Physiotherapy, I am talking about the physiotherapist. Okay, but when we are using the music therapy, it is going to charge very less. Trust me, it is very less. The charges will be going to reduce very exponentially. Okay, so it was the economical aspect. And as we know that music, if it is used in a proper frequency and intensity, it is not going to harm our environment also. As when the physiotherapist or patient goes to the clinic or the home of the patient, he uses any transport vehicle. Maybe he uses his car, his bike, or maybe public vehicle. It produces some pollutants which pollute our environment also. So it is eco-friendly also. Okay. And if I continue on this topic, or I can stretch this topic to very much extent, then it will never end. I hope that would be all, or this would be all from my side on this topic. Thank you all for hearing. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, Prakhar. And we have many members. If anybody have any type of question regarding this topic, they can ask Mr. Sales. We have Aftab, Rabi, and Mrs. Neha also. If you have any type of question regarding this topic, please ask to Mr. Prakhar. Shailesh, Neha, Aftab, Rabi. Okay.
Yes, I would like to ask one question.
Yes,
Hello?
Shailesh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you
Yes.
can proceed.
Okay, see, there are many kind of musics, just like as you mentioned, Pankaj Udas type musics, which are slow songs. Some are like DJ, some are English songs. There are a lot of categories. So, do you think that the category also matters if we treat any patient? What kind of slow songs or fast songs to be played?
Yes, sir. It totally depends. Because just think about a situation, we are going to the death ceremony of someone and we just played a rock song. What can happen? You can understand, I think. And that's why when we are dealing with a patient of, or I think I can take example of a depression patient. Okay. So when I have a patient of depression problem, playing slow on Pankaj Udas type, he will definitely go much more deeper in that depression.
Song plays a major role. Uh, yeah, Prakhar, okay, I got your point. And yeah, I am totally agree.
Thanks.
Okay, now we have next speaker, Mr. Bala. Bala bhai, you can start now. Bala bhai, unmute your microphone.
Sir, did you hear my voice, sir?
Yes, yes. Now this is okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, one and all. I am Bala here. Now I'm going to speak about how sports activity protect our body. This is the first time I joined the meeting. Okay. Let's. When we are young age period, we are play more in outside or inside the home. That is very helpful to uh, very help to fitness our body in engaged period. But in this middle age, I talk about only youngster period, college. When we are doing college or school, we must do sports activity because whatever we take, it will uh, it will produced in some calorie. So we must develop our body with do anything. So if anyone want to achieve in sport activity, or if you want to doing anything or office or at home, anything is we must do. We must strong in our body. We must keep our body healthy. So when we want to develop our body, we must know some sports activities or some exercise in morning and evening. So more people go to morning running, jogging in playground or some roadsides or street sides. I am want to become a sports player. In my engage period, I went to ground, 200-meter ground. Every day I run 20 or 30 rounds. Then I start exercise every day. I will play in 1 and 2 hours in ground every day morning in my college periods. Now I have 20 age of my son. Now I am going with his. Now I am going with my son ground per day 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers. He is my son. I am going to with my child because now I want. I am conditions my body very good because more people cannot play with her children. They want to like to play with her children, but that their body is not ready to play with them. So we must uh, we must protect and we must strong our body with exercise in ground side. So we must take sports activity. That may be anything, uh, running, walking, in outdoor side or indoor games or outdoor games. Anything we choose, but we must choose anything one. That is very important to nowadays. A sports persons cannot be affected any disease or not affected any disease, maybe, but we can protect from disease. So I uh, I think I am not continuously properly. So I want to tell the matter. Yes. So everyone knows sports activities and do some sports activities. So this is nowadays. If we are healthy in with exercise or sports activities, we avoid the some disease or some virus like coronavirus. If anyone strong body, they cannot affect it in not only we can affect it in only asymptomatic case. But affected person, positive persons there, but they are all healthful. They get recovered from disease very easily. So we must do sports activities every day. It will help to breathe. We can easily breathe. We can bend any side, front or back side. So this is very important to our, and we must aware of exercise, sports activity to our children. We must motivate our children to get up early morning, go to playground, or walking with our parents, our neighbors, or something. That is very important nowadays. In future also, because now we are taking fast food. So these are all our body is going to fat. So we try to maintain our body with sports activities. That's all. Thank you, friends.
Okay. Okay, guys, please try to finish your speech within 4 minutes because we are just running out of time. So thank you, Bala Bhai, for speaking so nice on sports activity. I think you have joined this meeting first time, and that was really a fantastic
Yes, sir.
experience because you are speaking so good now. Thank you for attending this meeting. Now we are moving towards Mr. Shekhar Suman. Suman Bhai, if you are comfortable, so you can speak now, please, and try to finish your speech within 4 minutes. Okay, Suman Bhai.
Topic, sir.
You
Topic,
have to speak. You can choose any topic.
So, maybe still, sir. Anything?
Actually, I have already mentioned, कि firstly you have to choose your topic, then you have to speak. Whatever you want, you can
Okay.
speak. We have no foundation. And you have to finish your speech within 4 minutes. Okay? So you can start.
Yes, sir. Hi, everyone. I am Shekhar Suman, and so we all know that it's an open platform that where we have to speak to improve our English spoken. So let us talk about English itself. What I saw that and also feel that people used to think that it's English is not a language. English is a status symbol. A person speaking English is far better, or better intellect person than a person who is speaking their mother tongue like Odia, Hindi, Punjabi, anything. And I saw some of the examples where people misbehaved just because someone has speaking in their mother tongue, that is Hindi. What has happened that we went to we went to a public company for call center job. So what has happened that the interviewer was speaking in English, and my English was not at that time was not good, so was not that good. So what was happening is that I used to fumble a lot. I mixed English with I mixed English with Hindi languages. So they used to make fun of mine just because I was not able to speak in English. So then I said in Hindi that, look, sir, maybe I'm not able to speak at that point of time, but I know, and I am hesitating, and I am feeling lack of confidence. That's the reason I am not able to speak. But they made mockery of mine, so it really hurts. So I want to say that we must learn English and speak English, not because that we have to impress someone else or we have to degrade someone, that look, that man is not knowing this and this. So we must take it just as a language, and we must remember that it's not our mother language. So if we don't know something, so we don't pronounce some words properly, then it's totally fine, it's totally cool. What happens that we embarrass ourselves. Like if any person who belongs to, let us, England, but he goes to Sweden, is he able to speak Swedish? that much fluency with like he speaks English? No, he won't. But will students make mockery of them? Will that Englishman is less knowledgeable, less intellect? No. So what is happening is that we are taking it just as a status symbol, and I am really disheartened with this. So my time might be over. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shekhar bhai, for attending this session. Now we are moving towards Mrs. Neha. Neha, now you can start your topic and you can speak. So Neha, please come and start your speech.
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hi, this is Neha Verma, and today I'm going to discuss with you that how to get successful in your life. First of all, I want to tell you that there is no shortcut of success, and if someone is telling you that he has not done so hard work to get into such place, so he must be lying that each and every a successful person must have done a lot of hard work and moreover smart work to get into that place. And moreover, there are different definition of success for everyone. So if we talk about, for me, it can be physically or financially. Most of the people, what do they do? They just think that success, having money, is the success, right? But I want to tell you that only having money is not a success. I want to give you an example, like a person having a lot of money, but he is suffering from some physical ailment. For that money or that like collection of money is not successful him at all. So there is a different definition of success for everyone. And yes, if we talk about ourselves, that as we have come at this platform, because we have to like improve ourselves on the basis of speaking English. So once we get to learn that, once we get to fluent in speaking, on that day we will be successful. For that day, or speaking in that, English or in fluency, that will be success for us, right? If we talk about money matters, like what steps we can follow to get successful in life. First of all, we need to set a target or need a passion. We have to identify the passion that we hold inside us. First of all, I want to tell you that whatever passion you hold, you have to convert that into your profession. That will be very good. And for example, I take example of myself. Like I like teaching, so I didn't go to any other thing, as teaching is my passion. So I turn this passion into my profession. So I'm a teacher by profession. Moreover, if we yes, we were talking about how to get successful in life. So first of all, the first thing that we need to do, we need to identify our passion and convert that passion into our profession. And the second thing that I need to tell you, that uh, we need to identify or set a or choose a mentor, right? As we are, again, I'm taking example of this, as we need to improve our English, we just choose a mentor. I don't know, we choose Mr. Pradeep or he chooses us. So we need to choose a mentor to whom who just give us guidelines or instructions to follow, and to achieve the goal that we have set for us. So this is the second thing that I need to tell. The third thing that we need to be, if we want to get successful in life, we need to be consistent in our efforts. One day you have worked for even 20 hours. On second day you have worked for 10 hours. On third day you just say that on first day I have worked for 20 hours, and on second day I have worked for 10 hours. So no need to do anything on the day 3. So this is wrong. If you have to doing some efforts, you need to be consistent in that efforts. It depends upon you that you set a particular time for that. You can set, instead of giving 20 hours, 10 hours, and no hours on third day, you can set that you will give the consistent like 5 hours daily, so that you will be consistent in your efforts. Uh, Apart from this, the thing that we need to uh, keep in our mind is the need, or the thing that we are struggling nowadays is the time management. We need to uh, prioritize the things that I have set this goal for me, so I need to do this thing on the priority basis, right? So each one has different priorities or different set of goals for himself. So nowadays, the what people are juggling with, they are juggling with the time management. They just give a lot of time or a lot of things, a lot of time to the things which are not needed at that time, right? One more thing that I need to tell you, that we just channelize our energy in 2 to 3 things. It's good, but we need to again prioritize our things or set our goal, that uh, in which thing we need to put our most of the efforts. We know we can segregate the things like primary or secondary, right? And according to that, we can give or channelize our energy or time, we can give that to accordingly. So I just wrap up all these things. So these are the points that we can keep on in our mind to get to our purpose or the goal that we have set for us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Neha, for providing such nice information, because always I used to say, yes, learning is a continuous process and we have to follow that process. Then we can definitely get success in our life, because, someone is doing practice 2 day, 3 day, 4 day. That is not a good idea. We have to learn and we have to, enhance our performance day by day. Now, Ravi Bhai, if you want to ask any question, you can ask, because you have raised your hand. So, Mr. Ravi. Ravi Bhai, okay. If anybody have any question to Mr. Mrs. Neha, then you can ask. Parkhar Bhai, Shailesh Bhai, and Rahul Bhai. If anybody have any question, to please ask to Mrs. Neha. Yes. Yes, Parkhar Bhai.
Ma'am, I want to ask something, that sometimes we get confused between two things. One is our priority and one is to do urgently. Which thing we should choose between them?
If you have specified the word urgently, the answer is in your question. The answer is in your question. You have put the word term urgent. That means that's the thing that you need to do in that time. So obviously you need to do the urgent work on time.
I think this
Mainly
is best answer.
the priority depends according to the time
According to the time, like
or situation.
according to the situation, yes. If that work is urgent, for example, you have set a goal, like today I have set a goal that I need to read 10 pages at a time, right? Today I need to read 10 pages of a book, but unfortunately my mother's health is not good. I need to take her to hospital. So what will you do? The urgent
First of all,
work is,
mother.
that's the thing. So I can read the topic, write the pages on next day or later on. So I think this is the answer.
Yeah, that was a really great answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Neha, for giving such nice information about continuous process, and also you have mentioned content. Now we are moving towards Mr. Dhruv Tamar, and Dhruv is last speaker. So, Mr. Dhruv, you can start your topic, and Mrs. Neha, I think you have messaged me you are visiting somewhere, so you can quit this meeting. We have no problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you so
okay.
much.
Okay, Mr. Dhruv, you can start your topic.
Yeah, all right. So today, I'm going to talk about the effect of COVID-19 in our education system. As we know, we are now suffering when it comes about studies. No matter we are school student, no matter we are a college student, and no matter we are preparing for any entrance examination. But I think situation for a different kind of students, we have a different kind of problems and solutions also. When I talk about up to fifth class students, so it's okay. I think if they are not going to school, so it is a responsibility of our parents, their elder ones, to take care of them and make them they are doing their work. I mean, they are studying. Most of the classes, most of the schools, they are also taking online classes like convent and private schools, but it is not true in the case of government schools. They are not taking any online classes in a Zoom or any Google Meet, but they are providing something on YouTube, like through the WhatsApp group. So this is how they can learn. But the question is always that it is not possible for those kind of kids to study online. But I think it's okay. I know this is not possible for those kids, but now at least now we have option. We have option. We can teach them how to utilize these internet, because we have also earlier talked about gadgets and computers. So what do you think? If we don't know how to utilize these computers, gadgets, and all those things, I think we will end up totally wasting our time. No matter we are 20-year-old, 40-year-old, 60-year-old, or 5-year-old. Okay. So instead of just talking about that, we can make aware all those kids. So this is a good step. I know just because of COVID-19, there are lots of problems. So I'm not going to talk about those problems just because you all know what is the problem, and also that problem is not in our hand. So that's why I'm not going to talk about problems. I'm going to talk about the solution, that what we can do now. So as I talked about our kids now, when it comes about up to 12th class student, they can again take any online classes. They can learn through YouTube, and they can also learn from various platforms like an academy. But sometimes they have also again excuses that whenever I go for reading online, whenever I use my mobile phone, there are WhatsApp messages, there are Facebook messages. That's why I get distracted. So I think this is their responsibility. You are more than 15 years, 16 years, so it is your responsibility to not get distracted. And even if you are getting distracted, just try to differentiate between, if I will do this, so what I will get, and if I'm going to study, so then what I will get. So instead of isolating everything from your life, this is not a solution, just because one day you have to face all those problems. So I think we have to allow all those students whatever they want to do, and we don't need to all them to spoon feeding any of them, from 10 to 12 class student, but just who are below 10 class student, we have to see them. We have to take responsibility in the behalf of all of them. Now, when it comes about college student, we know the education system of our India. When it comes about college, we are only going college. Some people are going. If we are not coming from very high profile private school, private colleges, or from NITs or IITs. Okay. So, and we know we are more than 90% students from normal colleges, from government college, from normal private college. So we know what we do whenever we go to college. So even if they are not going college, it is not an issue for them. They can still study at home. They can increase their new skills. They can work on that. And some of the colleges are also taking many classes, so they can utilize that classes. And but the one problem that is for final year students, just because they don't have degree now, they are just waiting for their examination. So after that examination, at least they can get degree, so they can apply somewhere after their graduation. And the problem is also for entrance examination, people who are preparing for JEE NEET. Like I think I just heard that maybe JEE exam is also going to postpone. So problem for these kind of students, problem for those competitive students who are preparing for so long time, like UPSC. But I think now we have also a result, but there is no certainty when it's going to held next mains exam or pre-examination of UPSC. So these all are a problem for those students who want to work and who want to get admission in new colleges. But the best part about it, it's okay. I think the post is still will be there, just because no one is giving examination. So there is no issue about it. Whenever if you are preparing for that, at the last you will get a chance. But it is a good for those students who just who want to go outside only for their preparation. Now they have option and they don't have choice to should I, they always ask, should I, totally comply on my self-study, online sources, or should I go for any coaching classes, offline coaching classes? But now they don't have any kind of option. So what they can do, they can do self-study. And this is the best part. Everyone knows if you want to crack any competitive examination, you have to self-study. Without self-study, no one can be better and no one can crack any examination. So in terms of this, they can utilize their time. They can study at home. They don't have to waste their time in traveling. They don't have to waste their money whenever they are going outside. And also now they don't have any option to get distracted from anyone. Like there are lots of things. If you are going in Mukherjee Nagar and any other places, you can get distracted when you are get frustrated. So this is how we can, utilize time. And as you know, now we have new education policy. Sir, actually, how much time I have to speak now?
Actually, you have already crossed the time.
That,
Actually, you have already crossed the time, and you have
Okay.
started speaking on how COVID-19 is going to affect the education. But now we have mix up some self-study about coaching study, and also now we are going to speak about new education policy. I think it will
yeah,
take
exactly.
us more time. Okay, and we are
More time.
also we are running
Mhm,
out
sure.
of time, so I'm really sorry. Just I want to
No
stop you
problem.
and interrupt you because
Yeah.
only due to time, because we have only 3 minutes,
Mhm.
and that is not
I
sufficient,
can
so we can continue. So just I want to say thank you for all guys, to all guys who have attended this session, and we have many good speaker now, because we can take example of Shekhar Bhai, Dhruv, and Prakhar Bhai, and also Mrs. Neha has spoken very well in first slot. 4 to 5 members already spoken. That was really nice session. So thank you for attending this session. If any have any type of query, they can ask, because we have 2 minutes. Okay, Prakhar Bhai, I think Prakhar Bhai, if you want to say something, then you can say, Shekhar Bhai, because we have 2 minutes, so we can discuss. Otherwise, okay, we can end up this meeting. And Harsh Bhai, I think your mic is still not working, so I'm really sorry. Better luck next time, okay? Harsh Bhai. And Rahul Bhai, if you want to say something, then you can speak. Rahul Bhai, Vishal Bhai, Prakhar Bhai. And I am really sorry, Dhruv Tomar Bhai, actually.
No,
we are
sir,
running
no
out of time.
problem. I can
Next time,
understand totally.
definitely
Just
I am
because
going
we
to
are
give you
limited
10
time.
minutes, because next time I have planned for. Now you are increasing. In last Sunday we have spoken about only 2
I know.
Now you increase 4 minutes. Next
Mhm.
session we are going to increase our time limit. That will be 5 to 6 to 7 minutes. Okay.
Sir, can we do like that? That in the first time, we each speaker will speak for 4 minutes or 5 minutes or so, and after that we discuss something.
Yeah,
If
definitely.
you permit.
Next time I am going to plan according to that, because I am currently using Zoom application. Sometime, we have only 40 minutes of limitation. That's why, but definitely
Yeah,
next
Okay,
time we are going to find out some solution.
I have a
for-
query.
Yes, that's Rahul.
Okay, good afternoon, all of you. That I want to know that when you are going to held next meeting. Can you tell me, please?
Every Sunday we used to conduct this type of meeting.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you. Actually,
Okay,
we
thank
are
you.
running out of time, so I am really
Okay, sir.
sorry, and thank you for attending this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.